For once, I did not vlog on my way to work. I'm vlogging on my way to the gym. We are gonna try to go to the gym every day this week, Monday through Friday. That is our goal. Basically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm gonna do my hour walk. Tuesday, Thursday, do Zumba. Saturday, Sunday, rest. I'm gonna try to keep myself on that little routine. So I got back from work, took a little nappy nap, and now we're headed to the gym. I napped for maybe an hour. It's almost 7. I got back from work closer to 5. And I didn't go take a nap straight away. I actually woke up with a song, singing a song. I wake up singing sometimes. It's so weird. I'm still very much obsessed with the cast of Love Island. I cannot get the show off my mind. I can't. You know what it is? It's because, one, now we're waiting for not just a reunion, but interviews. So there's 2 interviews coming out with my favorites. So who I voted for was Janae and Kenny. I love them. I love that Serena and Cordell won, though. They were like another one of my favorite couples. The only couple I feel like, Leah and Miguel, who I do like as a couple, I don't feel like they should have gotten second place. I feel like they only got second place because this is what I'm saying. Based off of the strength of the couples, I don't think that they're not a good match. I just don't think that we saw enough of their connection on the show for it to make sense that they got voted ahead of Janae and Kenny, who were actually closed off and everything. So that to me was like, Leah is the person who got the most followers after the show. So she kind of, I mean, it's not her fault, like, that she's popular, right? Like, people liked her, but people voted for her just because they liked her, not even because they really believe she had the best couple. In my opinion, they just want to see their favorite girl win. And I get that, but at the same time, I do think Janae and Kenny deserve to be second at least. Them coming in third was like, ugh. Anyways, they're my favorites on the show. They have an interview coming out with Nick Viall on Wednesday, and I cannot wait. Wednesday is too far away. And then PPG, which is the 3 main girls who people were obsessed with, Janae, Leah, and Serena, who also came in top 3. They have another interview, or they're on a podcast with the Bella twins, Nikki and Brie. So there's 2 things I have to wait till Wednesday for. And until then, I literally started rewatching the show, you guys. When I say, like, I feel like I wasn't ready. Like, the show ended too quick, honestly. And I honestly think it was because they had to make room for the Olympics. And I feel like they did rush the ending a little bit. There's no way this show should have been done in 6 weeks. I feel like it wasn't a full 2 months that we got of them. And I'm not okay. And I still need more. So that's my take on it. Anyways, I forced myself to get up and go to the gym today, so y'all should be so proud of me. I've been using my new Juicy Couture purse. I'm obsessed with her. She's super cute. I have this style purse in a black and white, and I've been wanting this tan and pink one for the longest, and I also got the all pink one. And basically I collect Juicy Couture purses at random. So I think the last time I filmed I had 40 plus bags. I'm pretty sure we're past 50 now because it's really like they're the only purses, Juicy Couture is the only purses that I actually like collect. And I feel like I got more obsessed with them after I gave away a lot of my older Juicy Couture bags that I was obsessed with when I was in high school. Because I've been a Juicy girl for a minute, like since I was in high school. I loved Juicy Couture stuff. So I'm not new to this. It's a lifestyle, babes. That sounds so crazy. I'm being over dramatic. But it really is a brand that's like, they have home decor. It's not just a clothing brand, it's a lifestyle brand. And I feel like Juicy Couture speaks to the girly girl nature that just lives within me. So anyways, that was a really random part. Also, me talking about Love Island on my vlogs, unless you guys watch it, y'all probably don't care. It's just, I wanted to share how I feel like it was just like I became obsessed. And I'm still not okay. I'm going through withdrawals, actually. And I haven't been this hooked on a show in a while. Like, this is why I stopped watching TV, because I don't need to be getting super into shows like this and then having nothing else to watch. And I'm living vicariously through like all of the social media updates I get from them, because I'm like, it was so soon for them to not be on our television screens. So I knew my lens was dirty. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, it's nice outside. It was raining earlier. I'm glad the sun came back out. Life is lifing right now. I feel like, I don't know, I'm starting to get into routine, but I'm trying to keep working on like my personal growth, which is why I'm like, I need to restart like my gym, going to the gym. I've been slacking on my fitness stuff. Now that we've gotten our job situation a little more stable and squared away, I can actually focus on other things. My car situation is still getting fixed. Like, you know, multiple things are happening and being worked on at once. And then hopefully start seeing some like better financial, as far as like my savings. I really just want to have like just be spending as little as possible until my birthday, y'all. What is going on here? Because I just want to stack like my money. I need to be stacking my money at this point for as much as I can. So I'm not going to be eating out. Like, I went on a huge grocery shop. I also think too, like, when I do spend a lot of money on my groceries, y'all, I will not eat out, because I'm like, I just spent, well, not close to 200, but over $150 on groceries. Best believe I am going to be eating my food, because it makes no sense that I would be spending any more money on food. So I did go home, eat some of my groceries. I did get groceries that were actually things that I can eat and cook easily, so I feel like that helps a lot for me. I didn't necessarily get the healthiest items though, but I got things that were like quick and easy for me to cook, so I'm not like stressing. Y'all, not it being sunny and raining right now. What the heck is this? I was literally just talking about, oh, it's not raining anymore. It's literally raining the sunshine. It's raining. Ooh. I saw a parking lot last minute and pulled in. Was it? Oh yeah, it is parking. Sure, I didn't miss another one. Alright, we made it to the gym, and I feel like this is my first time at the gym in almost a month. So I needed this. Oh my gosh, look at the sunset. Alright, y'all, I am finally leaving my gym. I worked out for over an hour. Did I park over here? I think I did, but way down. We're finally leaving the gym. I walked for over an hour. And then I did the hydro massage. And now we're about to head home, get ready for bed. Okay, guys. We're back home. My feet hurt a little bit, but I actually feel really good. Like, I forget, like, working out actually gives you endorphins and a hint of dopamine, which makes you feel really good after working out. So I actually feel great right now. However, I need to make sure I go to bed because I'm still very much tired. I think working out in the morning gives you the most energy, but the only way I would be able to work out in the morning is if I don't... Ooh, I see something. Get out. Y'all, there's a whole mosquito or something in my room. And I tried to step on it like a dummy. I literally saw it fluttering. Oh my gosh, that's too much for me right now. Oh, I'm not okay. I'm about to spray. I feel like I have a blister forming on the bottom of my foot from all the walking I just did. Y'all. I don't know where that thing just went. Alright, anyways. I re-wore this to the gym. My brats and leggings. So, you know. So, yeah. Alright, let me quickly show y'all what I'm making for dinner. So I have these pork bun ends. Here, let me flip y'all. But also, we're enjoying our Poppy, my favorite. Alright, so I got these little pork burnt ends. And then we have some jasmine rice. I get this one from Target. This is from Aldi. And then I'm going to heat probably just one of these little egg rolls. The serving size is one, so that's fine. In the microwave and then toast it, and that will be my dinner. So it's not the best, but not the worst. And I think we're under 300. I'm not going to eat this whole thing of rice. Apparently, one of these is one serving. I'm probably going to eat about half of it. So, I think we're around 600 calories. I'm not really tracking my calories right now, but I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier and, you know, do portion control. Because doing all of your working out is kind of pointless if you end up eating all of your calories off. Eating all of your calories back, I mean. So, yeah. Alright, good morning, guys. I have like 4 minutes to pack a lunch. And my breakfast for work, since I'm probably not eating anything. So, because I went grocery shopping, I refuse to eat out right now. So, that is going to save me money in the long run. So, let's see. I'm going to start by taking one of my bubbler waters. I also have these habanero jack snap cheeses, which I got from Aldi's. I'm itching a little bit to take to try one of these little pickles. Kosher dill spears. These look so good. I don't want to open them right now. Okay, and then my options for lunch, I have a Mediterranean style chicken quinoa bowl. I have some healthier options actually. It's between that or a grilled chicken marinara with Parmesan. I think I'm gonna bring this one. It's really not too bad. It's not a lot of like snack foods. I have all of my snacks in my room, so let me go grab some. To be fair though, I don't typically eat at work, so it's kind of out of my normal to have that. I have some beef jerky and oatmeal cream pies, and I'll bring the rest of these, so I'll pack these as snacks. All right, I do need to make my coffee for the day. Pretty much, I don't eat breakfast, I just drink coffee. And I'll either eat lunch and then bring food for the rest of the week, or eat, forgot I had this vanilla coffee. Alright, and then I still have my Mean Girls creamer. Sorry you guys can't see me pouring things because my setup right now is kind of ghetto. But anyways, I was saying I can only afford to have one or the other. Well, I shouldn't say afford, but I don't want to eat 2 meals at work. So I'll either eat breakfast and won't eat again until I get back home, or I eat lunch. I don't have speech this morning. I don't know what client I'm gonna have today, so it's gonna be fun to find out, but we're about to head to work. All right, guys, my new or the correct parts hopefully finally came in for my car, so I'm about to take them in, or take them to the guy, and then I'll probably be able to pick up my car tomorrow evening, and then I should be okay. Should be able to use my car again. But the only other thing is my transmission stuff issue hasn't really been addressed. So I'm just gonna have to, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm just gonna hope my car, I'm gonna hope it was like a sensor issue and not like a major issue, because transmission is for some reason the most expensive part in a car, maybe outside the engine. I honestly don't know that much about cars. I just know that one of my coworkers told me that she went to take, her car was having transmission problems, and they quoted her $7,500, and she's like, let me go ahead and get a new car, because at that point it's like, if I gotta pay $7,500 for my car to work, you might as well just get a new car. Like, unless you are someone who works on cars for free and is willing to put in work for the profit of fixing something that expensive. Yeah, no thank you. see if the parts were correct, so I'm just hoping they're correct. I really don't have the I don't want to say patience, just like the time to like worry about it being correct anymore. So we're just gonna hope it is the correct part this time, because I ordered exactly what he sent me. And yeah, all right, y'all, it looks like I got the right parts this time. So he said he might have it done today, but I'm like, I probably won't be able to pick it up till tomorrow anyways. I'm not gonna stress about picking it up right now. Can I make a left turn here? I feel like I can, but I don't really want to. This is a kind of busy intersection to do a left turn from. Come on, dude. Freaking move. Alright, we're finally about to go back home. So both of the parts I found looked right. The guy kind of was teasing me. He's like, did you get the right parts this time? I was like, I hope so. And I still have to return the other one, which was like $300. But I used PayPal for it, so it's not gonna put money back in my account anyways. But the part I just purchased came out of my last paycheck, which was like basically I spent another $300 on parts that I really wasn't wanting to have to spend, but it was a blessing that I was able to just go ahead and purchase it without having to wait to return and get my money back, because child, it's just, I want this to be fixed. So the guy said he's like gonna get to it and yeah, I should have my AC working in my own car again by tomorrow. And then I'm just gonna pray the transmission problems disappear on their own, because I just can't. I don't want to think about having to deal with that, because unless it's something like a sensor, it's thousands of dollars to repair, or unless it's something that is attached to a recall, and then the dealership would have to fix it for free. But I just don't want no more problems, y'all. I'm tired of car problems. We finally got the window fixed, finally getting our AC fixed. Let me be done for the day. You freaking idiot. You're gonna pull out in front of someone across how many lanes of traffic, not looking, and almost cut someone off. My dad's little horn in his car don't do nothing. People who drive like that, I'm almost positive, are people who don't have their license, who are driving on the streets of Georgia about to cause accidents almost every single time. Honestly, I was shocked to hear like how many people drive without a license and without insurance. But I found out people do that when I went to, I guess, my court date for my tickets, because there are people there for driving without a license, which I'm like, that's so crazy to me. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it to my Zumba class. It's almost 5. I'm pretty tired. I really would like a nap. Am I gonna get one? Who knows? I don't work a full 8 hours, y'all. I work about 7.5 hours, which is basically 8 hours, but also without a break. So it's been challenging for me nonetheless, because my body's just not used to that. I feel like it's getting used to it, but I'm not 100% used to it yet. So hopefully we'll have like a real break again. Get a little bit of a break this week at some point, because a lot of my client I usually have in the mornings, excuse me, is not here. I've been feeling really nauseous and like I have to throw up, which is not a good feeling. But my client is out. I'm usually with, is out the rest of this week. So I'm pretty much just a covering therapist for the morning and afternoon. So I only really have a client if someone calls out or if someone's out on PTO or something. So that is why I'm like, I might get a break later this week, but so far I've had 2 full clients. Well, today I had 2 clients. Tomorrow I have 2 clients, and Thursday and Friday you're typically not gonna get off, so I might have a full schedule this week as well. The other thing is, y'all, I'm strongly considering getting another job, because even with my current job, I'm not making enough money. Like, I was making more money working 40 hours at 18 an hour than I still am right now. I think I'm like close to what I would be making though. No, I would have to be making like 40. I would have to be getting 40 hours to actually be making more money than I was at my last job. So, or at my last full-time job. My benefits also are going to take an additional $150 out of my paycheck on top of my taxes. So really it's like $300 out of each paycheck I'm not going to get. So I'm not actually making enough money with my benefits and taxes coming out to like be where I want to be. It's a lot of money. So it's just like everything seems like it's more expensive now, and it's just like I need to be making more. Like, it's not, you're not making more money even though I'm making more an hour, because things cost, not only because things cost more, but also because you have more stuff taken out, and the more you make, the more taxes. I just feel like I'm making less than I was. Well, I'm making less than I was before taxes, but also after taxes I still am not over 1,000. And when I tell y'all, I was used to getting like 1,200, closer to 1,200 each paycheck. So going from that to like less than half of that each paycheck, which is where I was at when I was at my last company. I am doing better than my last company, but I just feel like I'm basically not seeing the pay difference, you know, because more hours is still going to be more money. Like, making more an hour is not automatically mean you're making more money if you're not getting enough hours. And I realized this, I learned this the hard way, honestly. This car in front of me is not fun, but neither is this truck with all their exhaust. It's 5 o'clock and this is like the worst traffic to be in, but we are making it home, y'all. So pretty much I got home from work today. The parts from my car were there, so I just grabbed them and took them over so that they can finish working on my car, because basically my car's been sitting in their shop since last Thursday, and they're not able, actually it's been there over a week now, or it's been there a week because I dropped it off last Tuesday. So it's been sitting there for a good minute. week without a car is a long time. Thankfully, like, it's a blessing that my dad has an extra car that I can use, because anyone else in my situation, like, I have to just be grateful for what I do have, because this situation could be a lot worse for a lot of other people. Like, if I didn't have, you know what, I could potentially have been using my grandma's car. She does have a vehicle that she really doesn't drive. So that could have, but she doesn't like when other people drive her car. She probably would not like me driving her car. She's still like, my grandma's OCD. She's very particular about things. But anyways, I'm grateful that I did have a way to get to and from work that was not extra stress on me. You know, I just have to pay for an Uber when I am able to pick up my car, and then that should be it for the, I guess, stress. And then obviously I gotta pay for the work that was done. But yeah, other than that, I just think it's been a long time. I pretty much had no AC in my car for the entire summer. It's about to be August in like 2 days, so it was pretty much a wasted, it's not a waste, but it's just like, it took me till the end of summer to be able to afford to get the AC fixed, because just so many things did not go as planned. So many other things went astray. And yeah, guys, it's not been the best experience. And I might ask my dad if he can help me cover half of the labor to get my AC fixed, just so I'm not like using all of my savings right now and then pay him back for that when I get paid again. Because basically I have to use, I set aside money to pay for like my car repair, so I've been having that money sitting in my account for a while, but I don't want to be like, have nothing left in my account basically after I pay for that. Or I can borrow money from my paycheck. I forgot I could do that. I might just go ahead and do it that way. So I gotta figure out how that thing works. There's a way I can borrow money from my paycheck with my job. And I will probably do it that way. Alright guys, so I'm so freaking annoyed. So I went to Walgreens to take out my cash so I can pay the guy for my car, and the whole thing was just annoying. So I went to the register thinking they would know, and I guess it's just the ATM in the Walgreens allows you to do it without the fee. I don't know, but I've never had to pay cash for. It's just everything about my whole experience I'm just pissed about. So anyways, I got my cash, so now I'm about to go to pick up my car once I get home, and I have to call an Uber, wait for that. Hopefully the Uber is not more than 20 bucks. It's already just this whole because I don't have anyone to like help me pick up or drop off my car. It just adds a whole layer of additional stress to everything that I have to do. I'm also tired. It's like I have just gotten off of work, and this is like the first thing I have to deal with, and it's not fun. It is not fun at all. Not something I want to have to do, but I need my car. can't leave my car. It's been there for over a week now. And then I still have to get insurance for my car, which is another thing I don't want to think about. So I tried to get insurance through Geico or State Farm, and they said like they couldn't get me insurance, which I'm honestly not understanding the problem. With that, are these cars just not paying attention? It's also almost 5 o'clock, which is like the worst time to have to go anywhere. And I'm just pissed off about this whole thing. Because some of these cars drive like they've never driven before. So pretty much I'm out $300 plus have to get an Uber plus stuck in traffic plus tired, don't feel like doing none of this. What an idiot. Why would you turn in front of someone, one, going slower than molasses, and two, just being an overall idiot. So tired of folks. So tired of folks. Okay. Alright, y'all. I am just waiting on my Uber. And then so much stuff is happening right now. I have so much I have to get done. I have so much I want to do. I'm probably going to end up not going to the gym again today because I already feel like I'm too tired for this. I feel absolutely exhausted. And like having to do crap after a long day at work where I'm tired, chasing around a child all day, not getting enough sleep, it drains you. So hopefully maybe tomorrow I might get a break and have the afternoon off, or have the morning off and maybe can sleep in. But my Uber's on the way. It wasn't super expensive. It was under $20, which is still a lot. Like almost $20 for a 15-minute ride is crazy, y'all. Anyways, we're finally picking up our car, so that takes that off. I kind of let myself get stressed more about it than I should have. It's just, again, it's just a lot of stuff happening, and a lot of stuff I'm still need to get together. So once I get my car insurance, that will be like the last thing I'm doing with my car for a minute, or I should say the last like expense with my car, which maybe I jumped the gun canceling my insurance the first time, but they pissed me off. So my AC supposedly was fixed, y'all. The air coming out still feels hot. The guy had the audacity to tell me, oh, it's real cold. The air coming out of this thing literally does not feel cold at all. I feel like I just got scammed, basically, and I just don't even know what to do. Already getting my AC fix on my car just to get the AC fix, just for the AC to still not work. The air coming out of this, I'm telling y'all, is still hot. So I don't know if they recharged it or not. Maybe they didn't. I know they had to have replaced the parts at the very minimum. So maybe it just needs to be recharged, which I don't know how to do. But I really just feel like I just got played and taken advantage of, because how are you going to tell me the air is real cold and I'm feeling it right now? My AC's been blasting for the past 10 minutes and it still feels hot. Like, am I being pumped? I don't know how to recharge my AC. I honestly just don't even have time to deal with this right now, so I'm just gonna take my car back home. I'll worry about it another day. But it still feels miserable in my car. Like, the AC is not cold. I have been driving my dad's car that the AC works just fine, and at full blast it feels like actually ice cold. So really, y'all, I really feel like I just wasted my time going to this place. I'm just like, I don't really know what else it could be, but I guess I need to take it to a professional, clearly, because I don't feel like these people know what the heck they're doing. And it's just the way I've been. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of. Do I believe that they replaced all the parts? Yeah, but if you're replacing parts for someone and it doesn't actually fix the problem, like, what was the freaking point? I still have to drive with my windows down. I'm still sweating my freaking butt off sitting in this car. I'm freaking pissed, to be honest. And I've had too long of a day at work. It's almost 6 o'clock now. It's like a whole hour and a half of me being off work. I accomplished really nothing. I'm so just over this, y'all. Like, what the actual... Like, what was the reason? What was the actual reason? Because what actually got fixed? Not a one thing. And like, the air outside of my car feels better. My AC is still saying it's 100 degrees in my car, which is crazy. Like, it has not felt cold one time. And I gave them a can of Freon, so I'm like, I don't know if it was used, but it doesn't seem like it. And I'm just like, what the heck did I pay for, basically? Like, I don't know. Like, if someone else is basically gonna have to just refix it, I pretty much just wasted my freaking time. Well, someone broke into my window. I already had to replace that. They have like so many cars here. Okay. Hello.
Don't tell me it's not working.
It's literally, y'all, this day is testing me so much. So freaking much. Like, it's not, I just want to have smooth sailing with something for once in my life. It's always something freaking feeling like it's going wrong with me. I'm just tired of it. So I have to freaking pee. And unfortunately for me, I'm honestly driving across the Walmart parking lot like a banshee right now because I have to go pee. Then take my car. Hopefully they'll be able to replace the belt with no problems. And then I'll finally be able to relax. Does not sound. Why the heck did this grandma park like this? Y'all, I'm trying so hard not to have a mental breakdown right now. I'm trying so freaking hard not to have a breakdown. Y'all, I actually cannot do this anymore. They keep telling me it's the wrong belt. Either it's too long or it's too short. It's the wrong number of ribs. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So basically, I paid all this money to still have a AC that doesn't work. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I just wasted 2.5 hours of my life. I can't do this anymore. So this is the one I ordered on Amazon. This is the one I just picked up. They said this one's too long. Which I'm not understanding. I just can't. It looks like it's about to storm. And I basically still have a car without AC. And I'm out $300. And I need to return like 50,000 freaking parts. I'm so tired. And all of these places keep telling me it's the one for your car, it's the one for your car, and it's never the one for the car. I cannot. I'm telling you guys, I just cannot. This ruined my whole freaking day. And I've been driving back and forth forth to these different auto places. They're telling me that's not the right one, or they're telling me it's the right one. Take it back, it's not the right one. Oh, you gotta go here, go there, get it, take it back, it's not the right one. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I feel gross. I've been sitting in this hot car sweating basically for the past 4 hours, or sorry, that's exaggeration, 2.5 hours. I picked up this car close to 5. It's 7:20. It just seems like nothing ever works out. Feels like it never works out for me smoothly. Like there always has to be another issue. If it's not one thing, it's another. So freaking frustrated. I'm gonna be nice and not leave them a 1-star review like I want to, but at the end of the day I paid them for something that didn't get done. And I'm not satisfied. And they're telling me it was blowing ice cold, it was blowing ice cold all day, but I get my car back, the air is still hot, it's still blowing warm air. Like me having the windows up right now feels like a sauna in my car. I can't even turn the AC on. There's no AC belt in there. I don't want to risk, doing something to further damage it. I'm just like, I can't. I'm so overwhelmed and I'm so tired. Like you just thinking I finally found a freaking solution. Imagine getting your hopes up. It's just like I keep taking all of these freaking L's. L after L after L. I'm so tired, y'all. I can't do this anymore. I don't have the energy to deal with this anymore today. It's literally almost 8 o'clock now, and I pretty much just spent time I could have put into resting, something better than this. I just want to be home and in my bed and not dealing with this crap anymore. And you know what? I got home and it wasn't working, and I probably should have just stayed home, but at least I told them, like, whatever you guys did that you said fix my car, y'all, like, it's not working. He took off the belt and showed me, like, the belt was shredded. Like, if it's not one thing, it's something else. And I just can't worry about it right now. So I'm not going to keep stressing myself out over this dang car. It's not worth it. My dad's neighbor is cutting his yard for him again. Literally one of the sweetest old mans. And I'm like, my dad needs to pay that man something because he's the only reason my dad's lawn doesn't look horrendous, even though... Y'all, I need a drink. Like, I never say stuff like that. I need a bath, a drink, and food that I really don't have to cook. I'm overwhelmed. I am pissed. I am tired. I have the biggest headache from just crying over this stupid situation. I honestly feel like I'm being, like, it's just like either I just have the worst luck, like I don't even know what to freaking call it. It's just like I always have to take L's constantly. I just want something to go right, and apparently for me that's asking too much. Me wanting a situation to turn out. I've been in these stupid work clothes all day. Been crying. It's just like I just can't deal with this anymore. It's literally what I had to tell them. I literally walked away when they told me for like the third time, like, oh, this is not the right part. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Because basically 4 times, I've already bought this belt 4 freaking times, y'all. The first one I ordered, they said it's the wrong belt. Second one I ordered online. They put it on. It shreds. So they guess it was the wrong belt, but they put it on anyways. Third time, go to the place, take it back. It's wrong. Go get the part from here. This should be the right one. Go get it. Take it back. Oh, this one's also wrong. It's too short. Or what did they say? It was too long. So y'all, at this point, I'm just like, spare me. In the words of Leah, spare me. Spare me. I can't do this anymore. I cannot. I'm so tired. I don't have the energy. I feel like I just want to scream. Literally, I just want to scream. Alright, I got some leftover stuff to make nachos. I'm about to make that. Actually, I'm about to go freaking shower because I feel disgusting. And then hopefully watching this interview that Janae and Kenny did with Nick Viall will make me feel freaking better. I would say, like, I need a bath, but I don't feel like taking a bath. I just want to be clean and done. So a shower it is. I'm just tired of all of this, y'all. Like, I can only take so much. And my sister is always telling me, like, you always seem like you're going through it. And I'm just like, yeah, it's because I kind of am. And I wish I would have to stop freaking dealing with crap constantly. Like, can I just have something go right for once? And I spent all of this money today on pretty much things I didn't need. Y'all, when I tell you I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm over it. I'm over it. Hello everyone. So I had to stay home from work today because I went to bed not feeling good, and I just knew, like, I could not sleep. And I could feel myself, like, getting sick. Like, I feel like the first sign for me is always a sore throat. So yesterday I had a really bad sore throat, and I woke up today like with the chills, and like I was just like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get through to go to work today. Oh, it's August. I forgot. Today's August 1st. Hello. So I've pretty much been in bed, trying to get rest. I had like, not the best night yesterday. My AC in my car basically still doesn't work, and I wasted like 3 hours, trying to get it fixed. Basically, like, the AC belt I need is, I can't find the right one. The one that they had originally, I guess, put on got shredded, which either means it was not good quality or it wasn't placed properly. But regardless, they were like, oh, well, it was blowing ice cold earlier today. And I'm just like, well, I literally drove all the way home with warm air in my car, and I literally started having a breakdown because I'm like, I've just spent the past like 3 months trying to get this car situation situated just for me to pick it up, and there still be an issue. And it was just very frustrating and overwhelming, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And then I woke up today not feeling great, so there's that. I'm probably gonna miss work tomorrow as well at this point, because I have like a really bad headache. I keep going like through the hot and cold. I honestly feel like I don't want to speak this, but it feels similar to when I had COVID, and apparently there's another COVID outbreak happening. So I'm not going to say I have COVID. I'm just saying, like, it feels similar to when I had COVID. So hopefully we'll feel better soon. I'm just trying to get rest, but it's not a good time to not be feeling well. So yeah, I've just literally been in bed all day. And yeah, that's my life right now. Alright guys, I am leaving my house for the first time in like 3 days. You know what I just realized? I don't think my hood on my car is closed, because I remember I popped it but never shut it. And this one has like a weird hook you have to put on it to close it, or to pull to open it. Where is it? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. If you can't tell by my voice, I am very congested. It's like a weird type of congestion. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I blow my nose and nothing comes out, but I still feel super congested. Anyways, I'm about to go to the store, get some essentials. Ooh. I don't know where my garage closer is. If it's not in here, oh, it is. No, it's not. Wait. Uh-oh. crotch opener. Whew. Anyways, y'all, yesterday was a bad day for me. I spent the entire day basically in bed. Had like shivers, chills, possibly a fever, I don't know. I don't really measure, take my temperature or anything. Again, I'm really sorry how congested I sound. Like I said, I have a really weird congestion that is like not going away, and I don't like it. I'm about to go get some essentials. So basically, when I don't feel well, I usually end up fasting. So, because I'm just, I mean, I don't know who's in the mood to like eat food or cook when they're not feeling well, and I don't have an appetite to like go out and buy food like that. So I haven't really eaten anything substantial. Someone just dropped a box with all of their stuff on the thing over here, and that's crazy. Anyways, usually the worst symptoms for me anytime I've been sick are like the sore throat and congestion. I like cannot stand those two things. So I'm really sorry to be coming to y'all like this in this state. And it was so crazy, y'all. Like, I had no inclination. Like, usually I can feel like I'm about to get sick before I actually get sick. I feel like it hit me almost like a brick wall, like the night before. And the crazy thing is, let me just get into it while I can. The crazy thing is, I was dealing with my car stuff the night before all of this happened. And then basically I got home and I was like, I feel like I can't sleep. I was struggling to like just go to bed. And I just knew from that, like that night, I was like, I'm not going to be able to go into work tomorrow. So I had a call out of work yesterday and today. And I'm not one, I don't like calling out of work like that, but yesterday I knew for sure, like, I was still having like active chills, fever, all of that stuff, all of those symptoms. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna make it to work. And I don't know how many people experience a 24-hour cold, but I'm like, okay, I'm probably just gonna have to go ahead and take Friday off too, because your girl is still going through it, fighting for her life. So that's what I ended up doing. Hopefully I'm feeling better by Sunday. Like, I always give myself at least 3 days to rest. So I had yesterday, today, tomorrow is Saturday. And hopefully we start feeling 100% on Sunday, so I can just make it to work. Anyways, I'm about to go get a lot of fluids. I need to drink like Powerades and stuff to like refuel my electrolytes and stuff. So that's the main thing I'm getting at Walmart right now. And then it's just annoying. Like I said, I keep trying to blow my nose and nothing freaking comes out. I'm like, why is this congestion not like getting out? And that's like, I can feel it, but nothing comes out. Y'all, I'm going a little bit crazy right now. I have been trying to eat this salad for the past hour, by the way. And y'all want to know why I'm struggling? Because I have to breathe out my mouth right now. And it's nearly impossible to chew and breathe, to eat and breathe out your mouth at the same time. Like, eating is just miserable when you don't feel well. And that's why, honestly, I usually just starve when I'm sick, because I have to open my mouth to breathe every, like, 2 seconds. And smack, basically. Yeah, I can't do this. I'm actually not okay right now. It's like, congestion's one thing when you can actually like do something about it. But the congestion I've been having is like, it doesn't go anywhere. Or there's like nothing for me to actually like, I can feel it and it's just not going anywhere. I just took basically like Mucinex stuff. So hopefully that helps. I also have a super painful pimple right on my lip. One of the worst places to have a pimple, by the way. People are gonna assume it's a cold sore, which I'm honestly not sure if there's a difference between a pimple on your lip and a cold sore. I would assume there's a difference, but it's one of the most painful places to have one because, like, it hurts. I'm doing better than I was yesterday at the end of the day, but y'all pray for me. Like, I'm going through it. And all I really have been eating are some like oranges. I try to make sure I'm not eating junk food if I'm not feeling well, so I forced myself to make this salad earlier. And honestly, other than some oranges and a banana, I haven't eaten anything else. Yesterday, I ate absolutely nothing. And honestly, after attempting to make this salad, eat this salad for over an hour, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna try to eat anything like major again, because it's too much. That's all I have for you guys right now. All right. Oh my gosh, I just get worse looking each time I turn my camera on. All right, y'all. I know I'm out here looking crazy. Ugh. I don't know if this thing is even helping. I feel like it makes it worse. Anyways, I have so much. I do feel, in the grand scheme of things, I do feel a lot better than I did on Thursday. Today's Saturday, so this is like day 3 of, oh yeah, I took a COVID test. Let's see what it said. I forgot what I've been doing. Well, according to the test, I do not have COVID. I don't know if it's been 15 minutes yet though, so we'll check back, but I feel like it's been close to 15 minutes, close-ish. But also the COVID tests my dad gave me are expired, so who knows how accurate it is, but I'll take that as a W because I do not want to have to say I have COVID. But anyways, I am feeling much better than I was before. My dad stopped by to, I guess, grab more of his stuff. And I just put out my shoe organizer. I'll show y'all. So this is my old shoe organizer I used to have when I had my old house. And it's been in my like little storage room. So my dad took the one that he had here, which is crazy because I feel like his held all of these shoes that I have on here, but for some reason it seemed like it held more shoes than what I have. But it's a lot of shoes I have that I had on here and didn't realize, plus my cute little rain boots. So we probably need to go through this and see like which of these I'm wearing. I'm surprised. I don't know why he hasn't taken like his coats and jackets and stuff, but yeah. I've been trying to make sure I'm drinking plenty of fluids. I've been kind of fasting, like only really eating. Are there bugs coming off of my tomatoes? I swear I just saw a fly come out. And now I'm like questioning, like, am I seeing things or is it bugs? Because I swear I just saw like a fruit fly when I picked up this. I don't think I could trust. Here's the thing, y'all. I did my grocery shopping at Aldi, which I don't usually shop at Aldi. But I'm low-key like, I don't know if I trust Aldi produce because everything I've gotten so far, I feel like produce-wise, it's been questionable. But I specifically got like cucumbers, salad, peppers to make stuffed peppers. Oh, I forgot to take out my dad's spoiled rotten food that's been in here. Like, oh, these moldy freaking peppers. I was throwing out all of my dad's like old, gross, expired food in the fridge. So I cleaned it out kind of recently so it doesn't look as bad. But, yeah, I definitely have been trying to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just have, like, a better diet overall. I'm gonna need to do, like, a deep clean of my dad's fridge and, like, take everything out and clean everything eventually. But when I have actually energy and time. I'm probably gonna throw these tomatoes out, too, because yeah. I don't trust them. Like, love Aldi, but I feel like their produce, maybe it's because it's actually fresh. I just feel like it always seems to spoil super quickly. Like, I went shopping, well, I guess it's been like a week. It's been almost a week. Alright, so maybe I can't blame Aldi, but in my head, it's Aldi's fault. Have all my teas I've been drinking. I don't know what all my dad took. It seems like he didn't take a lot of his stuff. He took like some cooking appliances. I'm so sorry, y'all, if me talking like this is gonna annoy you. Don't watch this video because the congested talking is not like a pleasant sound for me when I'm speaking, and I'm sure y'all don't want to hear it either, but I'm just being like, this is just how I'm talking right now until I'm fully decongested. Anyways, I need a shower. I've been wearing this since I look like a mommy, a mammy. What do they call them? Mammies. I kind of want to leave my house, but at the same time, I'm like, because I've been not stuck, but I've been inside pretty much, except for my one little trip to Walmart. Yo, I don't think I had COVID, but this test, I don't know if it's still trustworthy. Ooh, I just dropped it. Ooh. I know that cough is not reassuring, but alright, I'm about to shower, try to get myself a little bit together, even though it's like 5 p.m. Tell y'all I love me some Kiki Sheard. She makes like the best worship music. That song just brought so much joy out of me. All right, and the verdict is still negative on the COVID test, so you know what, thank you Jesus, I do not have COVID. A win is a win. I do not care that it's expired. Look at this super cute cream shop lotion I have. It's the Advanced Moisture Remedy Strawberry Oat Milk Body Balm. When I tell y'all, this smells so good. It has like a very soft, but like, oh, it smells so good. Like, if you want to smell delectable, this is one of my more recent Ulta purchases, but I love it so far. Anyways, I love listening to worship music when I shower. It just like revitalizes, you know, my spirit. Helps me just have like a better attitude about a lot of things. Like, especially it's really hard sometimes when you're going through it, not feeling well. Been dealing with so many really annoying inconveniences, but there's always something to be grateful for and to be thankful for. So just find something every day to thank God for, okay? And I'm thankful for my health, even if I'm currently still a little bit congested. We are improving each and every day. I feel like honestly every time I have any sort of sickness or I'm not feeling well, I just appreciate having like not being sick. Having good health, basically. Never take it for granted, y'all, because it is not fun out here. Okay. Alright, y'all, the one thing I didn't do today that I need to do is I did not make my vitamin C drink. Which is just the like emergency little packet. So I'm about to make that real quick. Honestly, I feel like it helps more taking it in the beginning. I did make some tea this morning. What type of tea did I have? I think it was I'll show y'all. I think it was ginger. This is a lot of water for this. My dad was taking a lot of stuff, but it seems like he's taking a lot of random stuff. So this is what I put in my water, and I made my ginger honey tea this morning. But these little supplements help a little bit when it comes to not feeling well. I think it's better if you take it like at the very beginning, like at the first sign of symptoms. So like say before you get to like even having a fever, if you take this, that's the best time. And I honestly don't do the same amount of water each time, just as much as I feel like, but I had a huge pack of these back. Honestly, the last time I remember being sick was my cruise. So it's been a minute since I've honestly wasn't feeling well, if I can remember. But we're just gonna drink this. Also, it feels like it's morning. It's literally 6:13 p.m. I just am now getting out of bed, guys. It doesn't taste very good, if I'm being honest. Honestly, my room doesn't look as bad as it could look on account of me having not really done anything the past 3 days.
2,000 years later.
Y'all, I just threw up my guts out. I'm not okay. I literally just ate for like the first time, and maybe that's why, and I probably did too much, like too many flavors. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was too acidic, and my body was like, oh, we weren't prepared for you to eat all this food right now. So literally I always can tell when I'm about to throw up, because it's like I could just feel it in my jaw and in my mouth, and basically I was like, oh, I got the feeling, ran to the toilet, and like it was the worst. It was super painful because like I didn't even get to digest the food fully. It was like, I'm sorry, TMI if you guys don't want to hear the skip this segment, but it was like not even digested, so I could feel like the chunks. Oh my gosh. And I don't feel better because it's just like I just wasted like an hour eating food just for my body to be like, reject all of this, blah. So we're just gonna drink us some Powerade and keep it pushing, because clearly my body is rejecting food right now for some reason. It's not a horrible thing, it's just is like, I think because I've only been eating like fruits and veggies mostly, so maybe it was like actually eating meat that made me like vomit. I don't know. I'm not planning on being vegetarian or anything, but I'm just like, that's never happened to me before. Like I've never immediately thrown up. I don't know if it's like acid reflux or something, but it did not feel good. Alright, hello everyone. Before y'all comment, I have a top on. It's just a tube top. It always looks naked if I do a vlog wearing like a tube top shirt. It looks like I'm naked. I promise y'all I'm not. Anyways, here's my comment for the day. So, is it weird to like get dressed when you're at home and you're not going anywhere? Because I put on a whole outfit to pretty much stay home, because I'm not planning on going anywhere, but you know. guys, pizza is all done. All right, I'm restocked on my Kleenex. And I got myself some of these, more of these. We're about to lie down. Like, I'm feeling better, but it's just like I feel my headache coming back, so we're just gonna rest a little bit, guys. Alright, y'all. So I just messaged that I probably won't come back till Tuesday because I do still have a slight fever today, which I don't know. Basically means you're still like active. If you still have a fever, it's active, but I told her I for sure, I finally see this thing. I think I got it. I finally killed the bug. I'm sorry, y'all. That was very aggressive and dramatic. I think I'm gonna take this trash out because there's a lot of food. And that is going to... I can't even get the trash can out, bruh. But as I was going to say, basically, it's coming from the trash, all of these gnats. And the trash bag appears to be stuck. Oh, it's heavy, it's heavy, it's heavy. Ugh. All right, we gotta go take this out the house, and it's, I'll be right back. All right, I successfully took out the trash. I'm about to spray the trash can with this stuff though, just in case there's any contaminant. That probably was the source of a lot of the bugs. Okay. I'm like, I need to eat food and I really don't have an appetite, but I don't want to like starve myself today. So let's figure out what we can freaking eat. I just don't have the energy to cook, y'all. I think I will make some egg rolls. I have some egg rolls left. I might make 2 of them and just have that as like a something is better than nothing type deal, because the chicken sandwich I made yesterday, y'all, it ended up like I couldn't hold it down. I don't know if it's like I ate too much, it was too acidic, what it was, but yeah. I'm like scared that if I eat, I'm gonna throw everything up, and I hate throwing up, so I'm scared to eat. But also, I'm really not that hungry. I just know like it's not good for me to go super long without eating food. All right, so we got some pasta salad still left, and then egg rolls. So this is going to be our girl dinner. Cheers. Love a good juice. This mug is so freaking cute, by the way. I don't think I've ever used this. Alright, here is my dinner. We got some pasta salad and an egg roll. So I'm just trying to eat light because I don't want to overwhelm myself, you know. Okay, guys. We finally detangled my hair. I sprayed this on my hair. Sorry, y'all. I'm still not feeling. I feel like I have. It feels like there's something lodged in my left ear. So I'm probably gonna go to the what they call it. Okay. I had to melt down this scalp oil real quick in some hot water. So it's gonna come out really quick and hopefully not super hot. But I'm just oiling my scalp with some hot oil. Stimulate my scalp, get some healthy hair growth. This is the oil. It's from Cantu, tea tree, and jojoba scalp oil. I did not wash my hair. I just conditioned it and detangled. So I use a lot of the oil just because I like my hair to be moisturized. I'm sorry if I look like I'm in pain. It's literally just because my ear feels insane right now. It's really uncomfortable. I thought maybe it was like earwax or something, which it could be. You know what they say, using cotton swabs pushes earwax, but I tried like draining or cleaning out my ear in the shower, you know, by like letting the hot water go in, and I don't know if that helped or made it worse, honestly. Alright, we're just gonna do some braids because I'm tired of my hair getting knotted because I'm not doing my proper care at night. So basically, the braids help my hair stay detangled at night, so I'm not fighting for my life in the morning with tangled hair, because it took me a good 15 minutes, probably, maybe more. I honestly don't know how long I spent in the shower, but it was a process detangling my hair in the shower tonight, I mean. I did call out of work tomorrow because I still had a slight fever, and now I have this pressure in my ear, so I just want to make sure like I don't have an ear infection or something, because if I do, I'm gonna have to take antibiotics or something to help with that, which I do not like antibiotics at all. I've only taken antibiotics one other time, and this was like a while back in college, like probably closer to 10 years ago. In college, I've been sick for like 3 weeks, and I went to the doctor and they prescribed me steroids and antibiotics. And I just remember the antibiotics tasting horrendous, and them telling me like with the antibiotics how you have to take all of them even after you start feeling better. So I'm just gonna go to the urgent care tomorrow and hopefully get it sorted out. Also, I need to cancel my there's so much stuff I'm behind on, like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, y'all, is what it feels like my life has been. But you know what? We are still blessed and highly favored. Even when it doesn't feel like it sometimes, you just gotta thank God for the blessings. So that's what we're gonna do. Have a positive attitude, even when I feel like crap. So I have to return this compressor to FedEx, go to urgent care, and what else? Try to freaking feel better by tomorrow. At this point, I'm like, give me the drugs, because like, it's one thing, like, it's fine being sick, being not feeling well, if you have medications to like control the symptoms, right? And then you don't actually feel it. Look how like much nicer my curls look with when they're moisturized, y'all. It's probably time for a trim sometime this month. I don't remember. I think the last time I straightened my hair was April. So like 3 months, that tracks. I don't straighten my hair too often. Some people feel like I straighten my hair maybe 3 times a year. Because I'm usually wearing wigs, braids, or my natural hair 90% of the time. And I typically don't straighten my hair unless I need a trim. So it's about that time, but probably not until I'm actually feeling better. But it is time for a trim. So that's my hair routine for tonight. I've been slacking on doing skincare, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, like, the pressure. Okay, we're about to find some medicine so that I can sleep in peace tonight. So we're gonna take the rest of this Dayquil or NyQuil. Because it's not enough. It's not even a full serving. You know what's so crazy? I bought a cough drop today and they ID'd me. I was like, since when are like throat lozenges? Since when did throat lozenges require ID to purchase? Anyways, I might be going to Puerto Rico later this year. My friend invited me to her 30th birthday. It's not till December, so we have time to budget and plan for it. Except they might want to buy plane tickets right now, which that's the only thing I might not be able to do right now, but we'll see. But that should be fun. Alright, so we're just gonna pray that I'm wake up this tomorrow morning healed, healthy, blessed, and prosperous, because I am tired at this point. I feel like I can't keep taking the trials life keeps trying to throw my way. Alright, that's it, y'all. I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm tired.